Hello, this is Ms. DB, and I'm going to show you how to do the inverses and the graphs of the inverses on the 7.2 worksheet. So I'm going to use Desmos to do my graphs. So first of all, it says to graph each function and then write and graph its inverse. I'm going to find the inverse first, and then I'll graph them both at the same time. So to find the inverse, first of all, I'm going to change f of x into y, and then I switch the x and the y around. And then what you do next is you just solve for y. So right now it's solved for x. So to solve for y, I would have to add the 4 to both sides. Let me fix the formatting here. And that would be then x plus 4 equals 2y. And then you would divide everything by 2. Now to do that, you can either put parentheses around the x plus 4 and then write divided by 2 when you're typing. Or you could divide everything by 2. That'd be 4 divided by 2 equals y. And then I could even rewrite this to simplify it a little bit. I'm going to write that as 1/2 x, because x divided by 2 is the same as 1/2 x, and 4 over 2 is 2, and that's equal to y. Then the last step that's nice to do is to write this in the inverse function notation. So that would be f to the, where's my exponent button? -1. Why won't it type? I don't know. Of x. I guess I have to get out of that box. Not capital X. Equals 1/2 x plus 2. Okay, now I want to graph the function and the inverse, and I'm going to use Desmos to do that. So I went to desmos.com/calculator, or you can just go to desmos.com and then click on the calculator, and over here is where you'll type your function. You can either if it's y equals, you can type y equals, or you can type the part after the equal sign. I'll just go ahead. You can use your keyboard to type, or you can click on the things down here. So the function was 2x minus 4, 2x minus 4, and hit enter. And right now I have my graph zoomed in so that it would show more on the y-axis. I was doing an exponential function. You can change this by going to graph settings, and see right now I have my y-axis is really, so you can change this to like -5 to, I don't know, 10 instead of some huge number, and I'll change my steps to 1 instead of going up, and I'll change my x-axis to steps of 1, and we'll go from what, -10 to 10. All right, so now you can see the line. This green line here is y equals 2x minus 4. Okay, now I want to also graph the inverse. So the inverse is y equals 1/2 x plus 2. So 1 divided by 2 to get your fraction, and then click outside the fraction. X plus 2, x plus 2. Here's my x plus 2. Now I'm going to graph one more thing. I'm going to graph the line y equals x. Y equals x. And you'll see that that's the orange line there, that the function, the green one, and the purple one, or the blue one, the inverse of it, are reflected about the line y equals x. And I can show that better if I make my graph the same. Let's change this to 10, and change this to 10, and change, I want it to be a square graph instead of a kind of rectangular. And then you can see better that these, the blue and the green line, are reflected about the orange line. Okay, and I can hide this list to see it better, and you can zoom in on your graph or zoom out. I'm just scrolling with my mouse right now. You can also click on these buttons to zoom in, like if you needed to see the point where they cross or something. And that's using Desmos to graph the inverses of these functions. Now, for your homework, you need to attach your graph. So I'm going to hide this one. That wasn't part of the homework. So to attach your graph, you need to take a screenshot of this. Desmos does have some utilities to do that. You can sign in, you can do different things with it. I would say just take a screenshot of this graph. I use Jing to take my screenshots, or I have another program that can take screenshots, and then I would just draw, a box around this, and it will copy, and then you copy and paste it into your Word document. I can't do that right now, can I? Let me see. I'm going to go to Jing. I have another program running to make the video, so that one I won't be able to use, but I might be able to get Jing to start up. And Jing is a free program. And if you go to mnohs.org, mnohs.org, you can find the directions on how to install Jing. Yeah, I think I will be able to take a screenshot. And then you can just take a picture of your graph. I'm taking a picture right now. And then down here, I don't know if you can see that, there's a thing where I can capture the image. And a box comes up, and then I can copy, I can save it, or I can just copy it. It's copied now. And then I can come over here into my Word document, and I can Control V, and I just pasted my graph. It's huge, but it's there. I'll make it a little smaller. So there's my graph, so that's how you could attach your graph for this. Now you could also do this in Sketchpad, and then in Sketchpad you can save all of your graphs, and then you can attach your Sketchpad file to the assignment form. That would be another way to do this. All right, I hope that helps. I hope you're able to graph your functions and the inverses and attach them. And let me know if you have any questions.